Now, here we are at episode 5. And of course, if you've seen the show, I presume you've seen the show if you're watching this video. Episode 5, episode 5, yeah, episode 5, the episode 5. And I'm not going to waste any time with any preamble. I'm just going to get right into it. I'm just going to go straight to what I think were the great scenes from this episode. Boy, are there some great ones. Of course, here's where Eren is attacking the Colossal Titan. And of course, he's running along and you see just how big it is compared to him. And then here's a part which touches on what I had mentioned before about Eren and his strike depth. Because at first I'm thinking, okay, he got it should be dead. But of course, his strike is too shallow and he couldn't have killed it. And then all this steam. And then he comes in for the final swing. And wouldn't you know it, it disappeared. Great scene. Okay, gonna go on to the next one. Another great scene coming up right here, where Eren and Jean kick off, because Jean is upset because he thinks they're all doomed. And Eren, and he accuses Eren of being suicidal, a suicidal maniac, as some translations put it. And then, of course, Eren comes back and talks about how they've been training for 3 years and how they can do it, and that he'll survive today and be ready to go to the interior tomorrow. And it actually gets through to John and encourages him, gets things in gear. And then Mikasa tells Eren that she'll protect him. Eren here is shocked that she's actually saying that she'll slow them down. And then he realizes that she just wants to protect me, headbutts her. Eren here is all about the mission, no feelings. And that even when Mikasa tells him, please be careful and don't die, it's like he takes it as an insult and totally disregards her feelings. He just yanks his hand away and walks away from her. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, here's where in the classroom they have a flashback to where they're taught that this is the only way they can kill Titans. They chop off a chunk of their nape. The Titans won't be able to regenerate. So it's an important piece of information, which of course is going to be very important to how things develop going forward. And then let's go into the battle where they're surprised that it's going so badly. And their great scene of them using the gear through the town. I mean, it's just great animation here. And great shots, great angles. It's really, really well done. So now they're finally in the battle, and they realize that they're much more Titans than they were expecting. And it's going to be a lot harder than they would have thought. And then all of a sudden, a Titan jumps, and then he slams into the building. You think, oh, this stupid Titan. But then, when they come back, and he moves his head, and he realizes that he got Thomas. And then this is where it really strikes you that people are going to die today. And that the show is not afraid to kill off some pretty important people. I mean, Thomas wasn't like a main character, but in terms of the story, you know, you didn't expect him to just suddenly die like that. And then, little do you know that that's just the beginning, because then when Eren decides to just attack on his own, forcing everybody to follow to support him, you know, I'm pretty sure at the time I was thinking, okay, he's at least going to get revenge on this Titan. He's coming in, closing in at that, and snap. And, yeah. And then I thought, okay, so he's injured. Okay, no biggie. But then, whoop, someone gets snatched up in the air, grabs this girl's line, Nina Carolina, and this I don't know, this kind of impish Titan. And then Armin just panics, then just falls to his knees. He can't do anything. Oh, I never realized that. He saw Eren with missing his leg. That's why oh wow. I never thought that before. But that's what really, you know, made him just shut down, see Eren so badly injured. And then, of course, he gets dropped into the mouth. And, yeah. And then I remember at this time thinking, wow, Eren really lost his leg. Armin's really dead. And thinking, okay, what's this going to do to this story? How is he going to be able to continue to fight with only one leg? Then, of course, it has this flashback of when the outside, where Armin was talking about the outside world and the books of the outside world and all the wonders that they can't even imagine. And that gives Eren the impetus to get up and continue to fight. And then, of course, there's a bit of creative editing because he would have thought that Armin was already, you know, way down the throat. So Eren grabs him and get an incredible feat of strength. Let's just say an impossible feat of strength, throws him onto the mouth. And then here I'm thinking, okay, so how is Eren going to get out of this? And then I see that he's, you know, talking to Armin and reaching for him. So my assumption is that, okay, so Armin, this is going to spur Armin into action now, and he's going to run and grab Eren and save him from the Titan's mouth. But as he's trying to do that, snap. I remember being so shocked. And then when the Titan swallows, and then Armin starts screaming, I didn't know what to do with this. I was like, but Eren's the main character. There's no, how can he be dead? Well, and the thing is, I wasn't even thinking, how can he be dead? I was thinking, they killed him. They killed him off, the main character. You know, what's gone on to the show now? And yeah, this really shocked me. I remember actually got up and was walking around the house and, you know, trying to process this and thinking, what I think, what kind of show is this? What am I watching? What's going to happen? No. And yeah, this was a shocking scene. And this is one of the moments that makes this anime great. This is one of the moments that really sets it apart. Anyway, that's it for episode 5. Let's go on to episode 6 next.